This meeting is being recorded, motherfuckers. It's time to podcast. So, what's up, yo? It's time for BeatDown Podcast. We've been away for a minute. This music's loud. You probably can't hear shit I'm saying. That don't matter. You already know what's up. Let me just see my bounce music up here. What's happening? We're all right. We're all right. So, yeah, we took a break. I took a break. Still trying to get a little satellite studio set up in London. So thanks for sticking around with us. We'll just call this shit season 2. No trigger warnings. If you're watching this, you should already know to be triggered because my face is on your fucking screen, or you can hear my voice talking. I've already cussed 6 times in the first 45 seconds. That should let you know what you're in for this show. Going forward, 45 seconds, 5 cuss minimum. So, I got Dr. Chima joining us today. I've got Mr. Uwe from Uwe Eats joining me today as well. These men always in effect coming at you live and direct from wherever the hell they're coming from. Dr. Chima, always there's his drop. And then we got, of course, Mr. Uwe, as we said, hanging out in the background. All kinds of new stuff happening in this world, so stick around so we can talk to you all about what is going on, because it is the Queen's birthday. For all you guys out there that don't know, it is Lizzie. Queen's birthday. She's 92 old. She's older than Crust. She's older than this song by A Tribe Called Quest, which was on their first album, People's Instinctive Travels Through the Paths of Funk and Rhythm, I believe it was called. I could just open it up.
The Luck of Lucien.
Yes. The Luck of Lucien. You know how I roll. So, thanks for listening. Let's just get right into this shit. Oh, yeah, we want to give a shout out. Let me turn this off. We got to turn this off because we got to give a shout out to the doctor, because the doctor is now a daddy. So now we got to be official. Official. The chronic by the truth. The only time I'm calling him Big Papa right there. Just so y'all know, there it is right there, and there you go. So, real quick, something I saw while I was trying to find something for us to talk about. Kendrick Lamar is out of hiding. He was seen at a Dodgers game, and I heard that he's got a new album coming out May 13th. Who's excited, or is it just me?
I'm excited. I'm excited. I actually really appreciate what he's done in this era of oversaturation, in this era of like seeing the same person all the time. Well, when was his last album? Like 5 years ago?
2017. Damn.
Yeah. So I like that he's done that, really, I look forward to hearing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he's sort of old school now.
I know, right?
He's old school now, so it's like, okay, let's see how you're gonna stay relevant. You know what I mean? Like in this new. So yeah, I'm excited. I am excited, and I like how he's done it. I rate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, buzzing.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to it, man. I mean, judging by the title, it seems like he's with a band.
What's the title again?
Morale,
the Big Steppers.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe a little bit of inspiration from James Brown and the JBs. So, who knows? And if it's anything like that, I'm loosely tying it to that, then I know it's gonna be funky. It's gonna be soulful, and some Kendrick bars is just what we need, I think.
That being said, I don't actually listen to any of his previous albums.
Let me tell you one that you should. Actually, it was my first one. Was Good Kid, Bad City.
That's the best. That's the best one of his albums.
That's the shit. Yeah.
I agree, but I don't listen to that album.
No, I don't listen to it now. I mean, when I found it, I went deep into it.
Yeah.
I was here when I found it, actually, because I was trying to find some new music.
Yeah. So like none of you guys mess with To Pimp a Butterfly, because according to to the hip hop guys now, that's a classic. But
I never got that. I
do not like that album at all. I
Yeah.
can't listen to that album at all. I tried. I was like, so many people rate this album so highly. I went back to it. I was like, no, I can't. I
thought I lost touch with hip hop the way that I just wasn't vibing with it, and everyone else was. I was like, have I somehow stepped out of the fold? Like, where's the rhythm in me? Where's the rhythm in my bones? Because I'm not feeling it.
I'm just looking at track titles, and I know some of the songs by the title. But the only track that I really know that I fuck with is How Much $1 Costs. So I don't know. Maybe go back and listen to that track again.
There was one song I liked.
Are you talking about Good Kid or To Pimp a Butterfly now?
Butterfly. This
Butterfly.
track.
Well, it's got Ronald Isley.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, for me, the music, I think, was just fire on this track, dude.
Yeah, this beat is sick, yeah. This is one of the better tracks on that track.
So I mean, it's typical him telling a story, which I appreciate. But yeah, like you said, it wasn't one of my favorite albums of his. But yeah, Good Kid was good. Dan was good, but Good Kid was better. But a lot of his stuff for me doesn't really have a long-term replayability. I'll rock the shit out of it for that summer or whatever. But yeah, he's got some tracks I fuck with. I'm excited for it. I know this is his last record or his last album with Top Dog. So this is what we were talking about last year, probably on the pod. So
it hasn't been that long, has it?
Yeah.
Damn. Well, like I was definitely vibing with Kendrick before Good Kid, Mad City. Not as he released quite a few, should we call them mixtapes, but they felt like they were his own beats anyway. But I feel like people call it mixtapes to take the pressure off, maybe sometimes. But Overly Dedicated and Section 80 definitely stood out for me. Overly Dedicated had some deep stories in it and like touched on some nice topics of like love and hate, and like had a real nice twist on that. And then Section 80, I feel like his cadence developed a lot. As much as he was talking a lot and putting a lot of words in his bars, now when he does it, it's just effortless. Whereas before, it was just a little bit, I was going to say not as good, but you grow, you do better, and that's what you want. So,
speaking of growing and doing better, sorry to cut you off because I know
no, ties in nicely.
We're on a time schedule today, so I want to make sure we get everything in. And I agree with what you said on him developing. I want to talk about real quickly Master P. And I want to talk about some other stuff. It's not specifically Master P. I decided we did this the last time we did the pod, Naz, but Dr. Chima wasn't here. I wanted to talk about music that was popping or released, more so released, on this day or week 10, 20, and 30 years ago. More so 10 or 20 and 30, this one. And I have to say that Master P's Mama's Bad Boy came out 1992. Today, 1992. And listening back to that shit right now, not good. So the maturation of the hip hop artist is really showing in this track. So 1992, you guys, if you was around, this was
Master P.
April 20th, this came out.
That's crazy.
1992.
So this is Master P. You're serious?
Yep.
It sounds like he went backwards with his rapping ability.
He was probably like 15 years old.
It's interesting, isn't it? Like,
is this Sorry, go. You were gonna say something.
No, go ahead.
The sample, isn't that Gangsta White Boy?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's Scientifics or something like that.
It's interesting, like, I feel like his delivery has got worse, but he found him. He found his sound.
The sound. Oh. That's. Thank you.
Yeah, he found his sound. Like, cause here he's sounding like every other guy at that time.
Exactly. You have to find your lane, man, and that's what he did.
That's it. 100%.
That's what he did. And also, this week was one of my favorite bands that Chima does not fuck with, and I was hoping Johnny Voltic would sign in with us today, because I always love to have an argument, or at least a discussion, as to why this group is so relevant to hip-hop, and they are the Beastie Boys.
Hold on. How are you going to misrepresent me saying that?
Man, like, come on. Y'all don't even
What are you talking about? Find me a video where I'm dissing the Beastie Boys. Of course Beastie Boys are irrelevant hip-hop. What are you talking about?
Now I got to go through, and this is I wish I had a producer.
Show me.
Because y'all was hating on these motherfuckers about a year and a half ago, and y'all was like, nah, man. And I specifically remember saying, if there was no Beastie Boys, hip-hop would not be shit right now.
I mean, that's a big statement. Maybe I had an issue with that statement. I can see where you're coming from with that statement in terms of how successful the Beastie Boys were, and translating that into hip-hop being a
popularizing it, right?
Yeah, commercial, exactly. So I can see where you're coming from with that, but I could never agree with that, to be honest. But I can't front on the Beastie Boys.
In my opinion, and record labels do this shit, they have done it. They've done it since the hip hop started. They've done it since music has started. Every time something in black culture is popular, like jazz, they co-opt that shit. And then they call, Benny Goodman the king of swing. And it's like, hold on a minute, goddammit, that's our shit. How you gonna say y'all made swing music, y'all made jazz, Little Richard and Chuck Berry made rock and roll. So, but all that aside, I really don't care about that. But them having that crossover appeal to the white audience, which buys 70% of all music, at least back in the 90s, tangible music, because we weren't downloading things in 1992. We went out and bought these CDs, and in order for the hip hop to survive as a genre, there had to be more to it. And we started with Beastie Boys, and then they came out with they tried Vanilla Ice and what was that, Jamaican Snow, that motherfucking The Informer, and then those fail. But then you have you gotta try something else. You just gotta keep trying and see what else you can get a lick with. And then that's when Eminem came out, and Eminem was he wasn't the Beastie Boys, because the Beastie Boys were kind of like a wholesome hip hoppy. They was just chilling, drinking beer, smoking weed, partying, where Eminem was chopping his mom's head off and shit. But that sold records, and he fed that market. But that's why I say that they were so important, because without them, I don't think the record labels, they control what we listen to, man, and what they give us. You see, we don't have any real hip hop anymore, like Public Enemy, and no one speaking politically. After a while, they like Diggable Planets. They came out with Blowout Comb, which was a great album, but they were so different from their first album that they were like, what is this? We canceling y'all, and we can't have all this message shit. So that's why I said Beastie Boys were important, because if young suburban white kids, which were
important, they're 100% important. I agree with that. I agree with everything you're saying. But I could, maybe what I had issue with back then is I don't know, I can't give them credit for hip hop being what it is, because
No. That's
hip hop would have found a way. If it wasn't the Beastie Boys, there would have been some other white group that would have jumped on it. That would have been they would have used to popularize it. So, but the Beastie Boys are dope and they're important, 100%.
They were the ones. Also in 1992, and I hate to put this one with those other two. This came out the week before, and as soon as you hear this, you already know the importance of this fucking shit. Let me turn that off. Deep Cover, Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg.
This beat still kills it to this day.
Still
So hard, isn't it?
April 12th, 1992. I was hanging out trying to figure out what to do with my life as a 19-year-old teenager, listening to this kind of wild stuff. So,
have you ever been in a club where they've dropped that and people are dancing to it?
no.
Oh, man.
It's just heavy bopping, right?
I would love to experience that. I've never experienced that.
No,
I feel like I have heard it, but
this is too heavy for where I would have been going to back then. I wouldn't have been planning like this.
it's like when you arrive early at a joint and then they start bumping these tunes that
Right.
people are just not quite ready for the night yet, and they're just getting their bevies and whatnot.
Yeah, because if you playing this in a Detroit club, people getting shot. They are, bruh. It's gonna be some gunplay because this makes you feel away, and it's like it's
Dangerous, isn't it?
yeah, you kind
Dangerous,
of
man.
you feeling something when you hear that, and then people in the club are like, "Nah, I'm tough because I'm listening to some tough shit." So nah, bruh, I never got the benefit of hearing this in the club anywhere.
In your sake, I'm glad.
I know, right? Fast forwarding, this is our beats for the week, you guys. I don't have any beat battle stuff put up for you guys listening. I know you guys are waiting on beat battles, but I want to do this at the beginning of every show as well. These are some fire-ass beats, and this was released. These are released. Doesn't matter. Whatever is out. When we do
Did I not submit this beat for a beat battle one time? I feel like I did.
I know I used Big Pun's version of this for a beat battle.
Okay.
So we did do that. I don't know if we used this one, but we might have. And
It's the same beat.
Yeah, it's the same beat, of course. I think that might have been what I did.
I never really got around to it. Sorry, just chiming in on there. How Big Pun just got away with jumping on it, and they released it as in Terror Squad, or if it was just fun and joke. Was it just like? It wasn't a mixtape drop. They even did a whole music video for it, right?
Yeah, no, that's on his album.
It happens though. People reuse instrumentals all the time.
Yeah.
And I guess it got signed off.
It must be like a commercial release.
Yeah.
Big Pun, man, one of the most underrated hip hop artists ever, in my opinion.
How is he underrated? He's like a legend.
Nah, he wasn't. He wasn't given the love at the time, man. He was not.
Yeah.
I don't know about at the time, but he's considered a legend.
Nah, he wasn't. And I mean, and I'm talking about where I'm from. So I mean, I don't know what was happening out this way.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't out here. I was still
in the UK. We always had mad love for Big Pun.
No, we had love, but it wasn't the same. I was like, how y'all sleeping on this dude, man? I got all his shit. And then he fucking died. Fast forward to 10 years. We got this guy dropping his shit.
What? This is 2002.
This is 2002, yeah. This today in 2002, this album dropped. Might have been this week. It's this week, we'll say.
This guy.
Nelly Bill.
This song still kills dance floors.
Oh yeah. This will always be around. It's a good beat to dance to, and it's familiar. I mean, it is. If you drunk,
would you put this in a beat battle?
You could just be.
Would you put this in a beat battle?
No, not in a beat battle.
Well, there you go.
I put it on in my club if I was trying to get people to just because they know the song and it's not. There's no form to it for dance, but it's just.
You played this. You ever played this out?
Yeah, I play this all the time, bro. Of course, bro.
Yeah, it's a win-win, isn't it?
I'm trying to get people to dance, bro.
No gunshots, just pure. If anything's clapping, it's booty and hands.
But I gotta say, I'm not really a fan of this song. I'm not. I really am not.
I never liked any hip hop that was being played by the DJ in the bar that I worked.
Yeah, I was that stubborn guy too.
Period. I mean, as soon as I heard him, and this sounds racial as hell, I know it does, and I'm sorry, but look, my lady's white, so don't at me about this guy's racist. That's not the fucking case, all right? the situation is if these group of people over here are enjoying this and this group over here is enjoying something totally different, I know that what they're playing in my white club is some commercial ass shit. And my boss was like, at the time, he's like, talking to the DJ. I'm up on the DJ booth. He's like, play Outkast, Rosa Parks. I'm like, if you fucking play that fucking song one more time, I'm fucking gonna tear this DJ stand down. So I think it just gets oversaturated. We're hearing it too much. I'm taking a shit and the beat is going through my head. I'm taking a shower, I'm sleeping, I'm still hearing it, and it's not even playing anywhere. We need a break. In the clubs, the popping clubs, they play this shit too much. That's all I'm saying.
Did you see
Go ahead.
Did you see Chaz the Rapper did a country cover of that song? No.
Oh.
It was quite interesting. It was, I think it was just a joke, but it was quite interesting, really. But,
nice little rendition.
That's a little aside. Go look that up because it's interesting to watch.
Also, this week in hip hop music, 2000. What did I say? 2002. Yeah. We had this little gem floating around the music scene. Now you probably heard this at one of your clubs. I can almost guarantee you. And again, just like the last one, this song became oversaturated not because of the DJs at the white clubs, but because of every single DJ in the United States of America that worked at a strip club started playing this damn song, and it was unavoidable. No matter where you were, this was the summer anthem of 2002, and everywhere you went, girls was talking this shit. And this is what it was all about. Hide the kids.
Dangerous.
Again, another very generic track. The beat ain't on shit.
I think I like this more than the Nelly song, though.
No, I like the beat. the Nelly track for sure. But the song itself, come on.
I never had a problem with the song, to be honest.
I don't have a problem with it. I just don't like it. Does it have any?
It's funny how I never took an actual disliking to this song. Despite it being, it's a terrible. Objectively, it's a terrible song, right? Yeah. It's a terrible song, but it didn't upset me the way the Nelly song would upset me. So that's really interesting. And I need to examine why I didn't automatically have that negative reaction to that song.
Is that because one, they're both being played out, and even though they've both been rinsed, one is more annoying than the other? Or what is it? I know you didn't like the crude lyrics.
They lick my pussy and my crack shit. Like, that doesn't offend me at all. Not in the slightest.
Yeah.
I think we got hip hop music, and we had a small little pocket of female rappers over here back in the 80s. You had the Queen Latifah, MC Light, Moni Love. What's up over there? Y'all stay over there. And then you had hip hop women that was really coming up. I see you, Salt and Pepper. Y'all stay over there too. Then you had Lil' Kim, and then you had Foxy Brown, and they came out and they was in their fucking underwear, and they was taking sexiness to themselves and just owning that shit, and they was like, fuck me and lick this and eat this and suck that, and we was like, oh, okay, so this is what women are supposed to be rapping like. But they're harder now, even though Queen Latifah came out and was talking about Brownsville and shit, and you know, it was different, and I think we accepted it, and it was I don't know. Men like to objectify women, and that's why we go to titty bars and read Playboy magazine and whatever else. So it kind of maybe just worked, and this was,
it's an extension, isn't it? It's like, men love it. Men love talking about it. Put it all up in the videos, and then now you got women saying it for themselves. It's like, what else could, quote unquote, these men want? It fits the agenda perfectly in that platform.
Yeah.
But, is this a better song than Some Hoes in this House? Most definitely, yes.
Oh, the
But why? Because they're so similar, right? They're so like filthy.
I think it's different for me.
Nah, you know what? That Hose in the House joint, the beat. Have you heard that beat on like a proper system?
What is it? Thumping or is it just annoying?
Bro, like if you compare the Hose in that's who is it? Cardi B and
Meg Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
Meg. That's it, right?
Yeah.
So if you had that beat on a proper system, that beat destroys the Kia beat.
Oh, it just slaps heavy, right?
Bro, like listen to just the beat. Fuck
But
the
that's
lyrics.
now, though. That's right now, right? That Kaya track was 20 years ago. It ain't supposed to be. It ain't supposed to be hitting as hard as.
So all right. No, that's really good. That's really good, right? So if we're talking on a technical musical level, what's a better song? I would argue that the vibe on, and you're right, it's hard to compare because one is 20 years ago, but
Yeah, I mean, I can hear that dropping in my headset.
this beat though,
Like if my headset's rattling, my eardrum is moving. So,
And it's that evolved cadence as well, right? Like it's very much in your face in another way, in a completely different way.
aren't there some bars on this joint? I feel like I remember there might be 1 or 2 bars on this joint.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Like there's no bars on the Kia joint at all, as far as I can remember.
It's filth, right? It's just filth.
It's just like really basic.
Factor is the filth. Yeah.
But this, listen, I'm not a fan of, what's this song called? Wet Ass Pussy, that's it.
Yeah.
WAP. I'm not a fan of that song at all. But if we're just, comparing them.
yeah, you hated on it when it came out and we did a review on it.
Yeah. If we're comparing them, I would say that WAP probably has a little bit more going for it than
All I remember
my neck and my back.
is that
the
music video for WAP was way better than Kaya's video. And that's all.
The music video was terrible. It was the one with the Kardashian in it.
I was thinking, isn't this the one with Kylie Jenner in it?
Oh, bro, that fucking video was where they were like cows or some shit.
I don't know.
Nah, bro.
Yeah. They ain't getting. I hope that wasn't Hype Williams. I doubt it was.
Nah, no way.
Yeah, because it wasn't
My man
getting
is
no
following
credit.
if that's what he's doing. It looked like one of those new comic. There's these new guys that like make comic music videos. Oh man, what's his name? Can't remember his name. But he makes all these like these bubblegum rapper videos, like Lil Pump and fucking all that kind of shit. Terrible videos, but just like very colorful and you know what I mean.
Not X, not Dave Myers. I'm talking all old cats, innit? And the new heads, I don't really know who's a part of the.
He's got a name. He's got a name, and you see him all the time. But
So yeah, is there anything filthier before we move on?
Is what?
Is there anything more filthier than those two songs?
those songs.
Yeah.
I got one song from 10 years ago, but I don't really care about it. I just kind of thought I had to throw some R&B in there, but I can happily skip it.
Play it. Yeah.
All right, so 10 years ago, as we move forward in the timeline of hip-hop and R&B history, 10 years ago, our ears were treated with Thinking About You.
Was this
Frank?
Oh, shit.
A tornado flew around my room before you came. Excuse the mess.
Is this the studio version?
Doesn't rain in Southern California much.
This is a big tune.
Yes.
Probably my favorite Frank tune.
I always remember I was really disappointed in the studio version.
Which version do you like?
There was like a demo version that came out before that was like sounded amazing, and then when the album dropped, it all got polished up, and
there's less drums, right?
I can't remember the difference, but I remember at the time like loving the demo version, and then the studio version came, and I was like, I'm just gonna listen to my dirty version on YouTube. Do you know what I mean?
And that's where we are in hip hop history, bringing you forward to today. We're gonna talk about ASAP Rocky, or do you want to talk about Mike Tyson beating the shit out of this guy on the plane, which I definitely would. I find interesting, just because I'm surprised.
That's when you think he's gonna be like his optimum Zen moment if Mama comes out with some wild shit. Well, I think we already started talking about Tyson. Can you enlighten me?
So, all right, let me walk you through it. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Tyson reportedly punches a man on the plane and bloodies the passenger's face. Tyson seemed to lose his cool on a plane on Wednesday night, repeatedly punching a man in the face after the guy had apparently annoyed Mike Tyson. Now, that's one thing you should know not to ever do, is annoy Mike Tyson. It's Mike Tyson. You leave him alone.
And it's not even one punch. You said repeatedly.
Yes.
This guy must have been written off.
Right. So the incident all went down at around 10:30 p.m. Pacific time as Tyson was slated to fly out of San Francisco International Airport to Florida. A witness on the plane says he and his friend were boarding Tyson's flight. The boxing legend was initially cool with them and the other passengers. The witnesses tell us Mike took a selfie with the guy and then was like, all right, you're fucking talking too much. You're doing too much. The guy kept trying to talk to Mike, and he was sitting behind him. And, he's talking to him through the seats. Hey, Mike, hey, Mike, hey, Mike. And then Mike turned around, and he's like, hey, you're doing too much. The guy didn't listen. And then witnesses say Tyson started to throw several punches at the man's face. So I got the video. I've not even watched the video. So I'm going to share the video with you guys if you're interested in seeing the video.
For sure.
And cannot deny that I want to watch it.
We're going to say goodnight to Frank Ocean. Sir, I thank you very much for your music. And let me pull this up for you guys. If you guys are listening, what we are about to watch is a video of Mike Tyson throwing doorknobs at a guy on a flight that will not leave him alone. Let me get this video up here.
Knock, knock.
Where is it? I don't know if I can make it go full screen. What I'm worried about. There we go.
That's a TMZ noise.
It sure is. Who else would have this video if it wasn't the 30-mile zone? Right.
Yeah, I see this.
Hey, Mike, come on. Let's go stop that.
No, that's not good, though, man.
No.
Hey, Mike, come on. Let's go stop that.
Man, he was barely hitting that guy. Mike Tyson.
Which is there another guy, or is there?
That's the guy who he's hitting his buddy. It looks like trying to get Mike off of.
Yeah, someone's trying to stop him, so you can't actually see who he's hitting.
Yeah, the guy probably trying to duck down into the seat.
Yeah, I mean,
pale hands, right?
The thing is, right, people are annoying. I know people are annoying, right? But come on, man. Do you know what I mean? Like it's 2022.
Yeah. See, this is the problem that we're facing with like Will Smith just deciding to just go and just people are just putting hands on people without proper provocation, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, if someone hits you, you hit them back, right? But if someone just says some shit to you, why would you be attacking them like that?
I'm sure you can. He's got a hoarse voice. He can, or at times, or he can at least try and be firm with someone. Is what I'm trying to get at.
But
Mike Tyson doesn't have to have a coarse voice or get firm with you. If Mike Tyson tells you,
yes,
be an extra.
But to the most dumbest person,
but that's not even a fight. What we just saw there was not even a fight. That's not a fight. That guy is out of the game. Whatever's happening, I don't need to see. I can see that guy is out of the game. You stop, bruv. Come on, bruv. Why are you still hitting him?
Right. He's still hitting him because the same reason why you see cops beating somebody that they've high-speed chased, and then when they finally caught him like a tiger catches a gazelle, even though he's down, all the fucking tigers come up and just start pouncing on that motherfucker. It's adrenaline. Mike Tyson's been wanting to beat the shit out of somebody for a long-ass time.
I thought, you know what? I saw so much like recent stuff about him where he seemed, like you said, seemed like a reformed character.
Very.
But But that to me shows someone that's still a bit wrong. You know what I mean? Like in your 50s to have, he's in his 50s, right?
5, I think he is.
To have that kind of rage still within you.
Well, he's admitted that though. I watched one of his podcasts. I'm not gonna misquote him, but he knows that shit's in there, and that's why he wanted to get back into fighting, because he's like,
some people are just warriors, built warriors, and that's who they are, no matter where you put them. But what surprised me was, this behavior. Why it surprised me is because he's like saying it's not about success, isn't how much wealth you have or what your portfolio. It's what your kids think of you and things like that. And if you're dropping bars like that, you think that leading by example is the primary focus here. So,
but for me as well,
inner demons.
Yeah, but for me, being a warrior is not beating someone that can't fucking fight back at you. That is not being a warrior.
Yeah,
that's just being a prick.
Composing yourself is probably the actual warrior, because you're taming your beast.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're dropping the bars. Then that sounds like the character that he was trying to aspire to be. And then we see this bullshit. Like, how many times did he punch him there? Like 5, 6 times. Like, and the guy is making no attempt to protect himself.
Like this. He's not even blocking it.
The guy that we see is trying to stop him from attacking someone else. Am I right in that?
Yeah. Well, then I see some other hands from the bottom coming from the grave.
Trying to keep from getting them doorknobs smashing in his face.
And it was repeated as well. It was rapid fire, bro. Rapid fire. Santi. Play some Santi right now. You know what I mean? Like, that was rapid fire, bro.
He's a fighter. And he's just pushed. And look, he's I'm not going to call him a loose cannon, but he's on the edge very easily. We've seen him throughout his career. He'll just pop off on interviewers and be like, I'll fuck you and make you love me type shit, he'll say. Because that's just how
has he ever attacked someone before?
Yeah, bruh.
Or like attack people physically, like outside of a fight?
I believe so. And I don't want to say yes because I don't have it up in front of me, or I'll be thinking of somebody else. But I remember him fighting, I think, somebody in L.A. about 15, 20 years ago and having to pay him. Tyson just beat this guy down. Let's see if I can find it right quick.
Boxing is a crazy sport, man, because it's like one of the only sports where you can be in your 50s and still be fucking lethal. Do you know what I mean? Like all the other sports, like by the time you're in your mid 30s, you're no longer in your prime. You know what I'm saying? Boxing, those motherfuckers go for ages, man. It's crazy.
All I can find now is him beating up this guy who was apparently drunk, which I don't see in that article. Actually, you know what? That's a lie.
This guy on the plane I heard was drunk. He was drunk as well.
Okay. There's an update on here that I didn't look at. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's Tyson. I mean, you don't really. I wouldn't be pushing him.
No, of course. I'm sure the guy getting beaten up was a prick, to be honest.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, though. And this happened to, maybe it was ASAP Rocky. I don't know, but if somebody was over Sweden, something like that.
Yeah, ASAP was in Sweden. Yeah, where he got arrested. Yeah.
Yeah, because they were just goading him on. They was just like trying to get him. They were provoking the shit out of him.
Yeah. 100%, bro. 100%. I'm okay with a slap or two, right? I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. But like when you see what you just saw, that's disturbing to me.
I think
that sound effect was well timed. Well done. I don't know, bro. I did not like what I saw there. I did that. You know what I mean? Like put the guy down once. Fine. If the guy can't fight back, why are you still fucking hitting him? I don't get it.
Unless he was so drunk that he kept just howling abuse at Tyson.
That's all you got. Great shit.
Nah. It was too fast for him to shout anything in between.
Yeah.
It was too fast. Like you could kill someone like that, bro. And like even though these guys are pricks, right? You can't kill them, man. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's Mike Tyson. I'm sure you could see him somewhere else. Move the other guy if he's disturbing the peace. Like, you got to be able to like let someone else handle the situation if it's what you paid for. It's the service you paid for, man.
This is just my guttural, visceral reaction to what I saw. I'm not pretending I'm right or wrong. I don't know the ins and outs, just based on what I saw. And obviously, I only see one angle. I don't see the other guy. I don't see what he's doing, but I see how vicious the attack is. And as a medical professional, it worries me.
Why you always got to pull out his fucking PhD card?
I know.
We trying to have
It's restaurant. Mine's running for presidency.
and shit. My man always be like, my professional medical opinion. Just gets everybody fucked up. That's what he's doing. He's like, fuck what y'all saying. 'Cause when the doc is speaking, that's what's up. No, I'm just fucking with you. First of all, he was on a JetBlue flight. Mike.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
That's like fucking EasyJet. What are you doing on the JetBlue? Bruh.
In coach as well, from the sounds of it.
No,
that did not look like first class.
Those seats are pretty big. Those are big seats.
Oh, okay.
That's definitely premium economy. Might pay for the upgrade for sure. I mean, there's a lot of room for him to get down. If it was normal seats, he would have just been able to just been.
That's true.
Beanbagging that motherfucker. But he actually had to get down in there and shit at him. So I don't know. I know Mike's gonna give up a couple milli for this one though, for sure. But.
Yeah, well, from the looks of it, I don't see any other way around it, bro.
If he's on that flight and if he's gonna get sued, my man's gonna be getting the train next.
I know.
Like, you know, think ahead, man. Think what your future self will say. But I'm sure
Has he
he's
got
already
money like that as well? Wasn't he bankrupt or something?
Yeah, I don't know if he still got it like that, man. He's not. That's why he was saying he would fight Jake Paul for like $5 billion or some shit like that. Some nonsense.
So in terms of what his net worth is, I've just kind of gone on the cuff of looking online, and I don't know how professional or how accurate this is, but it's saying as of April 2021, it was 3 million. So
wow,
not a lot.
Yeah, for like someone of that kind of stature, that's a surprising number.
Yeah, no, he should be doing that much just on motherfucking Instagram stuff, you know, YouTube. He should be making that kind of money.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a lot of money, to be honest.
I'm seeing Mike Tyson's net worth on another website at 10 million.
Oh.
Yeah, so I mean, I see the one that you're seeing at 3.
Yeah, Wealthy Gorilla or whatever it's called.
Yeah, that's the first one that pops up. That's because you're using Google, probably. Sucker. So, Mike Tyson, net worth.
That's 10 million.
He made $400 million in his career, declared bankruptcy in 2003.
There you go.
Says he was $23 million in debt.
There you go.
Tyson's net worth of he has a net worth of 10 million, but he earned much more during his time as a professional boxer. So he's got if one says 3 and 2 say 10, we'll say he's got 7. So he's got 7 million. Either way, that's not a lot of money for somebody of his.
Not to be beating someone's ass on.
You got to keep
like
your
that.
emotions in check because you're going to be broke as shit by the time you get 60, 65 years old. All right, so do we keep it with the boxing and talk about Benzino wanting to fight 50 Cent? Or do we talk about A$AP Rocky getting arrested over some gun charges? We got 14 minutes. That's the side. And Benzino is talking big shit about 50, mind you. I got the clips.
It's interesting. Well, I guess you've already started to talk about Benzino. If there's 2 comments about Benzino. I saw something about how he was crying as he was getting arrested. Like, you set me up, you snitched me, man. I thought that's what you were going to talk about, not beefing with 50. But it seems like Benzino's been busy.
He's going out with a trans woman, is that right?
That's what 50 is. Yeah. All right, let me just play the video. We just don't get into this shit. This is what we're going to talk about for the last 15 minutes, you guys. If you don't want to hear it, you can turn your shit off. Or if you're listening, you're going to be hearing the response This is actually, is this an interview? I'm trying to think of which one I'm going to show you first. Because this Zoom thing is making my screen all crazy. The second video is him challenging him to a fight. This is him on a podcast. Let me share the screen with you guys.
He went. It was Ja Rule and him session at Studio 54. He went down there, I guess, to beef with him. You'd have to ask that bitch ass nigga on that. This is my thing with 50, right? This is my thing with 50, right? As many weights as he lift, as many like shit, like you would think this nigga would probably be good with these. He's good with this.
Yes, he got jumped like you. We all get jumped. Stop.
I'm not.
He got jumped. He got the lights turned
I'm not
on.
making fun of him getting jumped. I'm not making fun of him getting jumped.
When I'm saying his hands about a situation.
I'm saying in the history of hip hop, have you ever heard 50 doing these with anybody?
I have. Yes.
With who?
Outside.
I'm talking about in hip hop. All the enemies this nigga done made in hip hop. Has he ever done this with anybody?
They don't want to fight him.
Huh?
They don't want to fight him.
Who don't want to fight him?
A lot of niggas don't want to fight. He put hands on a lot of niggas.
Who?
I don't know. He did. I heard.
Who?
You know, Z. You know, Z. Stop. Z, don't stop.
I know.
Is that academic?
Look.
Everybody knows
that nigga's a rat in the pussy in my book.
Nah, Z,
he's an informant, and he has no morals, and he has no really good judgment. The nigga's a multi-millionaire, and he's posting shit about me that ain't true. Fuck that nigga. And I'll stick my dick in his girl's mouth.
Whoa!
Who's a tranny or who's all, like, I don't play those games, bro. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga, bro. I'm trying to make, listen. I'm trying to make a point to say that I helped that bitch ass nigga.
Yo,
right? I helped that pussy ass rat informant ass nigga.
So you calling him a rat because
he's a rat. The nigga been on papers.
No, he's not. He's not a rat.
My nigga, he snitched on John them long time ago.
He's not a rat, Zeno. Come on, stop.
You know, my nigga. Do you need the paperwork?
See, I don't want no paperwork.
You don't want the well, if you don't want the paperwork, then you can't say he's not a rat.
I saw the paperwork. What did he ratted on? Did what?
The nigga ratted on Ja Rule and them for that shit that happened. Do you need the paperwork, Flip?
So why did anybody get incarcerated for stabbing?
Listen.
Did anybody get incarcerated?
Listen. You know what? We gonna get black. Okay, so why don't we get Black Child and Cadillac Tie on this? Now you don't want to do that because you don't want the truth. You don't want the truth. You want to keep believing that this nigga's some type of gangster. That nigga's a pussy.
It's not about
that nigga's pussy.
You call him pussy now?
He's pussy. He's
you
pussy.
Call him pussy now because
pussy.
But you never took
I'll give him what he want. I'll give him what he want.
Now you want to fight 50.
Nigga.
Now you want to fight
that
50.
nigga.
You calling him pussy?
He's a bitch.
Hold on. When you talked about him? You didn't.
The nigga just insinuated.
What did he take a bite of? Was that an apple?
Transgender. Fuck that nigga, bro. Fuck his mother. Fuck anybody around him, bro. You crazy? Nigga, I die for mine, bro. I die for mine.
Benzino is like 5'6", isn't he? Like a little short guy.
I was gonna say he looks like he has some sort of hormone like issue, like
Superman syndrome.
No diss. Like I don't want him coming after me, right? I'm not a gangster. I can see he gets very, very upset about things.
Passionate. He's passionate.
Very but he there looks like there's something going on there. Again, from a medical perspective, just because you brought up like his height, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, he looks like might have a hormone issue or something. I don't know.
Well, here's the follow-up video to that video.
But isn't he in his 50s now? Like, why are people still hung up on people being pussies or gangsters or? Like,
I was gonna say, like, what era are we in, man?
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, exactly. We've moved on from this. We don't want to be held back. Black people don't want to be held back by this anymore. This is embarrassing.
These are the seniors coming out to whoop some ass. One last battle. They've got testosterone replacement therapy going on in the U.S.
He's got testosterone gel. He's putting them patches on, bro.
Yes, so Tyson's probably on TRT. Benzino's on TRT. Will Smith is on TRT.
Will Smith is just fucked up by Jada, man. He ain't got no TRT, man.
I have no idea. I'm just saying this because it's funny. And yeah, that's probably what's happening. So now Benzino's like, I'm challenging Fitty to a celebrity boxing match.
We're here with Benzino, the one and only. Yeah. He's the real legend, and we're excited. He's got the phone, my man, Bitcoin Rodney. Yeah. And Bitcoin Rodney told me to come over here to sign.
Shout out to Bitcoin Rodney. What up?
It's 50. You're talking all this stuff.
Yeah.
Benzino wants to step in the ring.
Let's throw those right there. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, you want to be a man about things, man, step in the ring, because that's where men settle their differences. Fuck all that internet shit. Step in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Mano y mano. All right?
Right here, the contract's going to be signed.
Let's go.
There's no way 50's going to do this.
Nah. 50
Why are they signing contract? Why are they signing contract?
Professional celebrity boxing, Bitcoin Rodney, and
what we doing? What we doing?
Benzino's ready, 50.
What we doing?
He has signed.
What we doing?
Let's go, 50.
Yeah. The Zista. Let's go.
June 11th.
Let's go.
Florida.
Let's go.
Wasn't it Benzino that had this weird, like, crusade against Eminem, like, years ago? Was that Benzino?
Do you remember in The Source, he released a tape of something that he rapped about an ex of his and tried to destroy Eminem.
Yeah.
And he did that, "Oh, men have heart attacks, and I don't want to be responsible for that." Or some track that goes like that. He crushed him in a track. But
that guy's like an angry little dog. And I'm not trying to start any shit with Benzino because I don't want the smoke, dog. All I'm saying is you look like a little ass dog that's just, if Fitty were to get into a fight with this guy in the ring, I think if Fitty had the same fire and passion and anger that this guy has, then Fitty would beat this guy's ass. 50 Cent's like 6 feet tall and this guy's like 5'6". So there's a little bit of a reach advantage. A little bit. Now, granted, Fitty, I saw him at the halftime show, the Super Bowl. Looked like you fell off a little bit, bruh. You've been eating a couple too many. You look like a burger murderer now, dog. I mean, you got that cheeseburger belly. But this Benzino, man, is like, he's spicy, bruh. I think he would probably whoop Fitty right now if they were to both get into the ring.
Why? But why would
Rage alone ain't gonna do it, man. You know it's composure that wins the fight, right? So
he does make a good point though. Like, does 50 fight? Does he fight? I don't know.
Yeah, from what I remember seeing back in the day, I remember he would train and stuff, but I don't know if he's got that killer instinct. He's been comfortable for a real long time.
That's what I'm saying. And he's such a bigger star than Benzino. Why would he take a celebrity boxing match with Benzino?
In his business acumen, I don't think it makes any sense.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why would he take that fight? Like, there's no reason. Unless they have a personal history, which they might do. I don't know, being in hip-hop for as long as they both have been. But why would 50 agree to this?
He won't agree to it. Benzino's just trying to start some internet shit that's never gonna happen. Same with like how Jake and Logan Paul and I'll fight Mike Tyson. It's like, look.
No, but to be fair, that's a fight that makes sense.
To an extent, it does.
You had Benzino.
It doesn't make sense that a 20-some-odd-year-old guy wants to fight somebody more than twice his age. I mean, granted, it is Mike Tyson, but...
But we've already established that boxers can be in their prime until their late 40s.
Yeah.
If you've got a young boxer who thinks he's the shit and he wants to prove himself against a legend of boxing, that makes sense to me.
Bellator, the CEO of Bellator says we'll sign a contract or sanction a fight between Logan Paul or one of them brothers against any one of our fighters. Anyone. Now, that's a fight I would pay to go see because Jake or Logan Paul would get dog walked by one of those guys.
Yeah, I don't know enough about boxing to say.
I don't necessarily either, but I know that there's a difference between just straight boxing. Would you go get a shot of caffeine? You got 4 minutes left over there. Take it easy.
Who are you talking? Who are you talking to?
The fucking guy trying to catch flies with his mouth as wide open as he possibly can, yawning.
He's talking to the fasting man.
Oh shit! Oh yeah. When did you break your fast, bro? How's that going?
He's got sundown, right?
Yeah, it's going good. It's just we've got like maybe 40 minutes to go. So it's the last leg, man. That's why I'm like this, and I've had quite a long day. But I'm here, man.
Out of respect, I'm not eating these Doritos that are sitting right next to me because I have respect.
You can eat them, bro. The hunger doesn't get to me. It's the thirst and the tiredness. That's what it is. But you know what? In these situations, I know I'm yawning, but your senses heighten, man, when you're on your reserves.
Yeah, it's because you're going into starvation mode, and your body or your mind is looking for food. Because
I'm like this.
You're about to die, and that's why I used to go on auditions like that, not having eaten anything, because my brain starts firing. These synapses are going nuts, and it's looking for anything I can eat or drink to keep me going. So, yeah, the Benzino 50 Cent thing's not going to happen. Clearly, that's not going to happen. Why does it say my video is off? My video's not off.
It is.
The video's off.
Maybe he knows 50 ain't going to holler at him, so that's why he's really talking loud. Because he was on like Love and Hip Hop, wasn't he? This guy's all about the drama.
Drama, dude. The empty. What do they say? It's an empty can that rattles the most, man. And that's
what was he doing on Love and Hip Hop?
They had like I haven't really seen it, but I've come across it online where he's like, it's like couples shit, like just with his chick, like reality show shit. I don't know how else to explain it, but they just talk about it's couples on the show and like reality TV, like they probably just ignite some shit and see who's got the most testosterone to release, and that's how it is. I remember Joe Budden was getting in at con.
I remember Joe Budden was on it, but that makes sense. He's like a guy, like a hip hop guy in his 30s.
Yeah.
But Benzino's like an older guy. Why is he on Love and Hip Hop? I don't get it.
Clinging on, man. Clinging on. I was shocked as well. And then you had Conscience. What's his name? Not Conscience. Consequence, sorry. I'm losing my conscience.
The rapper that is affiliated with Kanye and Tribe Called Quest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. He was on there with his missus, and like, I remember Joe Budden and him like about to go off on each other. And it's just that kind of thing, isn't it? It's just a reality show to just put everyone against each other, and these people fall for it maybe because it's a quick buck. But Benzino, I don't even know how he got on.
he's never really been never really had a record.
A hit.
Yeah.
He's never had like Joe Budden had a hit. And Joe Budden has a fan base. Benzino does not have a fan base.
I heard Joe Budden canceling his podcast tour dates because the sale of the tickets is slow. So his new co-host and shit. I know what's happening. I keep bumping into this freaking camera adapter.
I don't listen to that podcast, so
I don't either anymore. I mean,
I'll shout too much.
Yeah, I'll pop into it every now and then, just like I'll look at the clips sometimes. But I used to watch it, but once him and Rory and whatever Maul fell out, and then he brought.
Is it still the biggest hip hop?
Who knows? Who cares? Because we're number 186, so we're climbing the charts. We'll be there for you soon, Joe. And I think it's these old guys. They're grasping at straws. You got, Mike Tyson losing his shit. Will Smith losing his shit because he's pissed off that The Rock is getting all his movie roles and he ain't getting them no more. He's not the superhero anymore. And same thing with this Benzino. I mean, like I'm called out 50 because it ain't gonna happen. That's like what 50 did. That's how 50 became famous. He started rapping and he took shots at everybody. Like his whole first year as a rapper, he was just like, fuck game, fuck, he went after everybody. Anyway, we're out of time because these guys have lives and children's and food to eat and stuff like that. I don't have nothing to do. I got to go cook some Hello Fresh, who might be a new sponsor of the show soon. We don't know yet.
Woo! I want some free Hello Fresh, please.
Hello Fresh. He's all about that.
Yeah. So, sorry. Anybody promote anything before we get out of here? Dr. Chima, Mr. Uwe, go.
All right, check this out. Tomorrow, I am dropping the That wasn't me, was it? I'm dropping the instrumental to Soon 2, right? It's my first instrumental drop as an artist. And basically what I want to happen is get as many artists to do their own version of Soon. And basically just talking about things that they're looking forward to that are happening soon in their life. So it's just going to put it out there, collaborate with anyone, rappers, singers, actors, if you want to do like a little scene about what you're looking forward to, you know what I'm saying, and have the instrumental playing in the background or whatever. You know what I mean? We'll be creative with it. So that's my next thing that I'm going to try and be working on for just like a couple of weeks to see if I can get anyone interested in it. You know what I'm saying? Because I need someone else to start rapping, man. I can't do all the rapping. You know what I mean? And singing.
You're out of babies. Teach him how to rap. What are you waiting on?
Facts. Junior Chima, Junior Anya, in the mix. Right. Soon come, right?
What do you got, Mr. Uwe? We're running out of time here.
Yeah. Well, as always, delivering some delicious food for y'all. So come peep the IG, the TikTok, and the YouTube, and you'll see where you want to go and eat next. And if not that, then you'll probably find some recipes too. We'll be getting into that soon as well. So that's all soon too. Shit.
Oh well, there's your video concept right there. So you already got your shit laid out. You just laid the blueprints right there. Get your storyboards together, ladies and gentlemen. Go make your Soon 2 video, track, movie, or whatever you want to do to it. That's what's happening. That's what we're doing. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you're watching, and we're out of here. Peace.
These ones or these ones?
Saw an episode of Intervention. And I know I'm fine.
Illinois, Mr. Robert Bobby McNeely. He is going to join us tonight.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the show. My name is Elaine Zhang, and today I am here with Eli Seal, documentary filmmaker.
I need more. Welcome to The Only Way is Linda. Today I have a really special guest here.